because the slow burn is excruciating. And the gameplay itself is a slow burn unto itself. They don't give you the cool robots to work with and all that stuff out of the gate. Then you're just left with the story. And the story itself is also very, very bland. And the characters are very, very bland and stale. Extremely stale. There's nobody who's interesting. There's no Christopher Walkens, There's no Arthur Morgan in this game. There's no Kratos in this game. There's no character where I'm just like, wow, that was amazing. And in 2.5 hours of playing this game, there has not been one moment where I've been like, yes, that is why I just spent close to $100 for this game. There has not been a moment where I've been like, yes, that is why I spent $100 on this. And that's what sucks about this so much. Or GTA 5, or Max Payne 3, or any other great third-person shooter. It's not punchy. It feels very light. And when you're shooting somebody, it feels very light and papery. It doesn't really feel, so you kind of just, you kind of let it go when you're playing, and then you go, okay. And then there's just so many little things where you're like, oh, so I can't do this, and then I can't steal cars, and then I can't do that. And so you're playing a very linear experience. And if you are doing a linear experience, then the story has to be amazing, and the characters have to be legendary. This could be an amazing game if the characters were like zany or something, or like put a Nicolas Cage type in the game. How amazing would that be to actually have a main character in this game that's like Nicolas Cage? It would save the game, and it would make these scenes really interesting. I think that a lot of streamers ride games when they come out, and that makes sense because it's a brand new game, man. We're fiending for new games out here, so when we play it, we're like, this is the best ever! But I do think that we got to be critical about these games and really be brutally honest. You're telling me that there's this thing in my head, okay? And it's the Mindseye, okay? You know what I mean? Awesome, dude. Terrible impression, but it would be so awesome. I would love it, dude. That would save this game. See what I mean? Like, think about that contrast. Or Willem Dafoe in this game. Or just anything with some sort of semblance of life.